Excellency, President of the Human Rights Council, it is my honor to address the high-level segment of 55th session of the Human Rights Council on behalf of the government and the people of the Republic of South Sudan. South Sudan has been cooperating with the various United Nations mechanisms in the spirit of constructive dialogue in the field of human rights since the establishment of the mandate of the Commission of the Human Rights in South Sudan in the year 2016, and continue to achieve noticeable improvements in the situation of human rights in the country. These improvements and progress in the situation of human rights have been recorded and mentioned in various documents and the reports of the United Nations human rights mechanisms. However, imposed targeted sanctions, arms embargo, and the mandate of the Commission of Human Rights in South Sudan are hindering the efforts of the government of South Sudan to impose the rule of law, to protect its people from human rights abuses, to implement the provisions of the peace agreement, and to restore sustainable peace, security, and stability in the country. As you are aware, the parties to the revitalized peace agreement endorsed the roadmap agreement in August 2022, which will culminate in peaceful and democratic elections in the country by December 2024. In January 2023, the President of the Republic of South Sudan, General Salva Kiir Mayardit, ascended to the amendments of various national and security-related laws, in addition to the Constitutional Making Process Act 2023 and the Political Parties Act. Again, on 24th February 2023, the President of the Republic ascended to the ratification of the International Convention on Persons with Disabilities, the Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, the Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, and their optional protocols, as well as the protocol to the African Charter on Human and People's Rights and the Rights of Women in Africa. That is the Maputo Protocol. The government has fully implemented the action plan for the armed forces on addressing conflict-related sexual violence in South Sudan through public awareness initiatives, centralization of forces, and prosecution of offenders. Mobile courts had been established to effectively and timely respond to cases of conflict-related sexual violence. Offenders had been prosecuted and sentenced. The National Amendment Committee has completed the review of the laws under Chapter 4 of the HRC 2018 for economic reforms such as the Public Financial Management and Accountability Bill, petroleum bills, and banking-related bills, and the election bill. On the establishment of the transitional justice mechanisms, the bills for the establishment of the Commission for Truth, Reconciliation and Healing and Compensation and Reparation Authority are currently being drafted. The government has also sought assistance and cooperation with the United Nations, the African Union Commission, and the African Commission on Human and People's Rights to design and implement the facilities of the Commission for Truth, Reconciliation and Healing, and the Compensation and the Reparation Authority. The establishment of the Hybrid Court for South Sudan is awaiting guidance from the African Union as provided for in the revitalized agreement for the resolution of the conflict in the Republic of South Sudan. Mr. President, distinguished delegates, in view of the developments and the significant progress made by the government of the Republic of South Sudan in the advancement of the human rights situation in the country, as well as the cooperation extended to the United Nations human rights mechanisms, the noticeable achievement underscored in the implementation of the revitalized peace agreement, South Sudan deserves reward and encouragement. It has always been our strong conviction that our collective effort in promoting human rights bear better fruits if we adopt the path of cooperation, not confrontation. If we assist each other rather than blame and discourage each other. In conclusion, the government requests the Commission to share evidence and names of the individuals and entities accused of human rights violations so that the government could evaluate the evidence with a view of addressing them through accountability. Number two, the government accepts the Commission to monitor and report human rights situations, but its powers of investigation should be relinquished to the government and armies. Number three, the government rejects the Commission's intrusion and expansion of its powers into monitoring implementation of the RSC's 2018, a power which is conferred to RJ Jemek. Number four, if these positions are accepted, the government is willing to accept the extension of the Commission for a period of 1 year under item 10. Thank you, Mr. President.